Hey guys, Cap is back. So what's up? How you guys been? Ah, medyo wild na tong no? Wild na tong haba ng ng ECQ. Anyway, yeah, episode 3. This is episode 3 for you. And well, last time we talked about diba? What was it? It was about who the Cap is and what my actual experiences were. A little bit of those. And right now, like I said, I wanna tell you more about the really life-threatening situations that I've gone through, the past 2 years. You see, like less than a couple of years ago, that was the time I got booted out of the house, got kicked out of the house. Actually, went on a vacation, and upon going home, I found out that I wasn't welcomed at home anymore. So one thing led to another, fights with the family, and then I ended up from one hostel to another, then ended up in my drug source's house, and everywhere else, and from there things got from wild to wilder. It just got really, really bad. But can't say it's a bad thing though, because I wouldn't have learned anything. I wouldn't have been wiser if if I never went through those situations, right? And I guess it was, what I can say is it was really scary. It was really scary. I was back then I was scoring about 5 grams every 2 days, smoking it all by myself, and maybe sharing it with some cheap girls and whoever came my way, that I've been shared with. And with that, I wanted to trust certain people because there was nobody else to trust. I had no family, and it's always nice to have somebody to trust, right? So I ended up trusting the wrong people. They tried to set me up, knowing that that they can squeeze, maybe they can squeeze money out of my family, and it was just scary. I came across people that that they would tell you straight off that they're the type of people that you can trust, and turns out they're not. At the end of the night, they tried to sell me out. There were signs and that that were obvious that that they were trying to set me up, but I ignored it because I wanted to trust them. Good thing that I always left the scene like a couple of hours earlier before shit started to happen. Like I'm gonna sit down. Like there was this time I went to this club in somewhere in Marcos Highway, and I asked the floor manager if she can introduce me to some girls that give sexual favors in exchange for me smoking them out, right? And they did give in, She gave me one that, that smoked and smoked and fucked, diba? Little did I know that they were planning something bigger, you know. After that, she tried to become close to me. She invited me to her place. When she invited me to her place, I met her husband, and he was a very, very nice guy. I liked him. I willingly sprung out all my shit, just to hang out with him, and that was the wrong kind of trusting what I did, because at the end of the night, he brought me to some cheap club, and I noticed that something funny was going on, because the bouncers keep on coming close to me, and keep on patting me, and trying to feel my body. So I said, hey, something's definitely wrong here. So there, after that, I figured something was definitely on, and after I gave him half of my shit for him to sell, he never went back, and he knew that I had like a few more bags left to me, so he could have set me up in the hotel room. But since I realized that that he could have done that, I left like a couple of hours earlier than than I was supposed to leave the room. And they never did reply to me until I actually went to their house and banged on their door and tried to get my money back. They kept on denying everything, and, sad story after sad story. And then eventually things came out, and the booking sila na that they were planning something against me. Another girl that that worked there told me everything, and right now she's a very good friend of mine, and she's the one that tells me everything, and keeps me informed. And another time there was in the province naman, a very very trusted used to be a houseboy of ours before, invited me to their place, because he knew that I was desperate, looking for a place to stay. And so I went there, gave me a good time, and then he was going to set me up too. I just found out that he was working for the mayor, and the mayor was doing that kind of thing, setting people up and and milking the money afterwards. So it's really dangerous. I mean, you kids, if you're planning on entering this world of drugs, I highly not recommend it, because nowadays it's just not so peaceful anymore. It's crazy. Me personally, I don't want my son, getting into something like that. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this vlog, to get you guys, warned and and informed. Because I wouldn't know, Maybe 3-5 days from me, 3-5 years from now, my son will probably become curious of of this kind of world, and maybe meet the wrong kind of people. At least if I while I'm doing this, there'd be less and less addicts out there, and there'd be less chances of my son getting stuck in this kind of world, right? So yeah, tonight it's gonna be a short video. It's gonna be a short episode, because I gotta walk home. I can't be walking home, holding this camera up to my face. Yeah, but there'll be more. There'll be more videos. I just wanna update you guys. Actually, I just came from my mom's house, so at first it wasn't pleasant, because we always have some disagreements every time I get there. But towards the end of the evening, okay naman. We were talking na rin, so pwede na rin. So now I'm walking back to my place, and maybe later I'll make another video, maybe episode 4, who knows. But I gotta think of my content yet still. So yeah, well, with regards to this coronavirus situation, I just want you guys to, stay positive still, kahit ako, I'm getting really restless already. I want to go out, I want to dress up, I want to drink, I want to everything, man. Pero hindi talaga pwede. So, let's just stay cool and, we'll get there. Diba? Let's stay healthy, work out, take our vitamins, avoid drinking, avoid the drugs, because, that's gonna make your immune system weaker. So, let's be vigilant, get your face mask on. I can't wear a face mask because I'm talking to you guys. But, after this video, I'm gonna put it on. So yeah. So kanina, I just had to tell you that, that the dangers are real, Those are only two instances that I told you about. Pero ang dami talaga nangyari. If I told you all about it, buti tayo magdamag na kinikwento ko yun. But, given that, it's evident that, that the dangers in this world is very, very much real, and you really cannot trust anybody. So, given that, I hope your kids have something to think about, ponder about, and the Cap loves you. Cap cares, and you guys stay cool, You can always rock and roll without the drugs, without the alcohol, It's an attitude. It's not a lifestyle. It's an attitude. Rock and roll is an attitude. It's not a lifestyle. Okay? And God bless you guys. And like the Foo Fighters said, it's times like these, and we learn to love again. We learn to give and give again. Okay? Keep that in mind. Love you guys. God bless.